Hello, friends. This is Yogesh Bhavsar, and I'm once again coming up with one video that has been requested by my friends and followers regularly. Before I give any of kind of analysis that uh, I go ahead about the analysis of a particular sector and stock, I want to give a disclaimer that I am not a SEBI registered guy, and whatever I share should not be taken as a tip or an advice. Any outcome due to this video, if you would have taken the trade, I will not be responsible. I'm just sharing this video for the educational purpose only. Okay, guys. So a lot of traders have been asking me, sir, how are you able to identify a specific stock? What is the procedure? And how do you do analysis on the sector? So I said, why not to do when I sit on specific stock identification, the first step that I do is sector analysis. Why sector analysis? A lot of people keep asking, sir, how do you reach to that sector analysis? So, guys, it's very simple. All you need to do is little bit of research, and I will just show you the simple steps that you can follow at your own home when you are very calm, not concerned what is happening in the market, but just trusting your strategy. Okay. So today I'm going to share my a part of a strategy, how to select a sector, and from that sector, how do you go and select a stock? What are the parameters that you check? And then after checking the parameters, how do you take a decision whether you want to buy or sell? Now, this is the entire list. Can you see over here? It's written CNX index. I have made the entire list of CNX index. And what I do is I keep on going, clicking on each and every sector and try to identify what it is trying to do. Like say Nifty Infra is trying to give a breakout, but it has rallied from say 22, from 2000 to 5,600. So the rally is huge. So I don't want to, enter in where the rally is there and I'm just trying to take a leftover chunk. Over here, if you see CPSE sector, even it was at 1280, right now it's 3200. So I'm not interested in such a rally which has already been done. Like in PSE sector, the same story. Now, if you see in MNC sector, the rally was from 5,000 level and it is from right now 21,600. Okay. Now, see in FMCG, such a beautiful rally it is. So try to identify such kind of patterns and then uh, try to understand what the sector is trying to do. Okay. Now, when you keep scrolling, you will come to know, okay, consumer durable is trying to give you a breakout, but it's a very fresh data. I want more data on it, what kind of a pattern it is making in coming weeks and all. So I will just not go and jump into it. Okay. Now, see consumer again a very big rally. So I don't want to just rush into a sector which is just rallied left and right. Now, if you see over here, it's such a wonderful breakout of this zone in the Nifty reality sector. Okay. It was in this range, gave a breakout, came down, took a support, made a double bottom at the resistance area, converting into support, and then it going above. And just from past 3 months, it is showing you the trend. So this kind of charts that I like. This shows me confidence in the sector. And if you see the RSI, which has also given a breakout out here, the indicator is over here is also showing bullishness on the monthly time frame. So at least I can make an assumption that in this sector for next coming few uh, months, there can be a structure of bullishness. So there is nothing guarantee of it. But at least I have identified a sector that can give a good returns, and it is just forming. So this kind of analysis you have to do, and you have to stick to particular two or three sectors at one given point of time. You can't keep moving around here and there, buying some specific stock that there are people shouting on the Twitter, there are people making videos and reels on Instagram, you know there are WhatsApp channels, there are Telegram, the TVs, the newspapers, the stock market specific newspapers and all. You can't keep jumping here and there. You need to be targeted a specific kind of a product where you are totally focused on. Now, this is the first step how I identify sector. Maybe I analyze once in a month, or maybe depending upon market is too bullish, then I analyze, twice, thrice in a month. Market is very bearish also, so I need to know in bearish market what kind of a sector is moving. So at least you are updated. If when all the sectors are falling left and right, so you come to know that it's a time to be away from the market, and you are not listening to any crap in the market, and trying to invest at the wrong point of time. So if you keep doing this exercise once in a month, twice in a month, or maybe every weekly, four times in a month, just shut the doors, uh, stay awake in the night when your family is gone to sleep, and you can just, scroll the sectors once, and you'll come to know what kind of a pattern the sector is doing. That are you trying to invest in a sector where the sector is totally sideways, or maybe you are very bullish on a specific stock, but the sector is totally bearish. So you are not unnecessarily just trying to buy a stock which is just giving you a breakout. Until unless you don't know the entire story, you just jump, and then when you have a loss, we always blame the market. But it is a lack of analysis from your end. So right now, what I'm trying to say is currently I have identified a sector that is a reality sector that I want to analyze. Now, what is the next step? So what happens is that when I go the next step, the thing is, if you see this over here, the real estate sector stocks, I have made the entire list of the stocks which belongs to real estate. Then I keep scrolling each and every stock, and I try to identify whether any of such kind of particular pattern that has been identified by my YTA system. Okay. Once I identified a stock that is giving a good signal by a YT system. Sorry, as you see over here, this was the previous high, and it gave a beautiful breakout with my pink candle. With if you see all the blue candles that are showing you the volumes, and relative strength on weekly time frame is also showing you bullish. Okay, now currently, if you see uh, in the current situation, if you see my monthly direction is telling me bullish, my weekly direction is telling me bullish, and I have a beautiful black dots below the system. The volumes are coming. The relative strength is telling me that my product is stronger than the benchmark, that is Nifty. You know. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to correlate between the sector. Now I have come across a good setup on the stock. You have to do each and every stock that happens. You may get one stock, you may get 20 stocks in that sector. If the sector has 100 stock, the possibility of number of stocks may even rise. It can be 15 stock also you may get, 25 stocks you may get. But you need to do this exercise. That's how the income comes. Then after selecting a stock is just mere breakout. Okay. And a lot of traders just buy because a breakout has come. But that's not the right way. Yeah, because it's a bull market, you will definitely earn. There is no doubt about it. Because in the bull rally, everything runs. So we get, oh, wow, wonderful, that our strategy is perfect. But you need to understand that the real test of your strategy and human mind comes when the market is doing nothing. Okay. So if your strategy is able to help you out where the Nifty is not doing anything, and you're still able to get some particular number of percent, I'm not saying you might get amazing, but some particular number of percentage, then it's an amazing strategy. Okay, it doesn't have to be as compared to other strategies. Somebody's earning 500%, somebody's earning. if you buy your strategy are able to make consistent 15-12% also, which is fair enough. Okay, because that's your hard work. Now over here, if I trying to say that with the help of my strategy, I'm able to identify wonderful volumes that gave a breakout. Then after that, if you see from the month of August 2021 till June 2023, the stock did not do anything. It was totally into the sideways. Okay, and after that, it gave a breakout. So what happens over here? Also, if you see, the stock gave a clear-cut breakout in July 2021, and after that, the index did nothing. It was a clear indication that the stock is following the index. You're trying to correlate now. So when I correlate it, I can literally see the same pattern. And when when the index is giving me a breakout in April 2023 areas, can you see April 2023 where the stock started giving a momentum, and that's where the index is also giving you a momentum breakout. you know a index chart and a stock chart cannot be the same, but you need to try and correlate. Okay, so what happens is that I got a breakout. Now this kind of breakouts are more important, where the stock breakouts are correlating with your index breakout. That's a sector breakout, that's a sectorial chart. When what after this, what happens? uh, After when I identify a specific stock, what I do, I then want to know that what kind of numbers, that is fundamental numbers, the companies carry. I may not be great in fundamentals. Okay, I'm not asking everyone to go and deep dive into ratio analysis and go into crazy analysis. But it is something like if I want something in my demat account, that is if I want it to make a part of my family, now you need to do a little bit of due diligence that whether the stock is worth adding to your family or not. So what will you do? You will try to do a little bit of background check. So what I do is I go to screener.com and then I just try to see what the company is all about. Now, if you see, the debt to equity ratio is less than 1, which is good. Okay. Now, if you see, the industry P is 31 and stock P is 32. So, which is almost at the par. You're paying one extra 1.5% PE than the market industry norms, which is fair enough. You are not going bizarre like if the industry P is 31, you are giving some 62 PE for the stock. So, it's fine enough. You know that it's par to the market right now. And there is a possibility if the earnings growth is high, the stock may go beyond the industry PE also. Okay. Now, if you see, uh, the interest coverage ratio is also about 2, which is bit less. Okay. I like when it is above 4, 5. This is bit less. So, which is also this one of the criteria, but which is not matching, but you need to see the other parameters also. Now, the best when the other part is the company growth is going on about 39%, which is a good sign. The best sign about this company is that it is sitting with cash. It's a real estate company and it is sitting in 1645 crores in cash, which is very good. So they can fund their own any particular products or any kind of a land acquisition or small acquisitions, whatever they want to do, or if they have any crunch or something like that, this they are able to match it because their uh, interest coverage ratio is also decent enough. I'm not sure it's great, but it is decent. Okay. Now, after knowing this much little bit, I'm not saying that deep dive I have gone to, but somewhat it is from far, it is looking decent company. Okay. Now what I do is I go more further down and I try to see the uh, which are the peer companies of this industry. If it is DLF, Godrej Property, and everything. So they are the list of the companies that they are given. And see, DLF is riding the PE of 61. Or Godrej Property is riding at the PE of 73. You know, Brigade is riding at the PE of 66. And your company at Prestige, which you are looking at, is still at 32. Okay. So the industry norm is approximately around 31. Your stock P is around 32. But if you see peer companies, they are riding at the P of double what your company is right now. So if the company performs, still has a capacity to try and match the leaders. Okay, I'm not asking that it will become like elastic crazy numbers, but at least we are not the only one who's very expensive. We are cheaper than the peer companies, even if the industry norm says it is the PE is 31. Okay. So this is approximate about little bit. Again, you are in the heart, you say, okay, fine, I'm not paying that much amount of, multiples as on today. Now, if you see the quarterly results, the sales are rising from June 2022 till March 2022. The sales are rising. Okay. And the OPM, that profit margin, what they have kept since the beginning of March 2020 is approximate around 25. Okay. 25, 26, 25, 26, 24, 23, depending upon however they are able to take the margin, but they have made sure that they keep anything above 22, 23%, which is decent enough, which is good. Now, if you see the net profits, they had in March 2022 a very big amount of profits in net profit. Now, in September 2022, the company is seeing a rising earnings. Okay, they are able to convert their say the launch products into cash. Because construction is such a business that every time you launch, but due to some kind of delays, the project keeps delaying, and that can create a lot of losses to the company. Okay. So currently, from last 3 quarters, they are able to make consistent returns. And that also can be seen in the EPS rise from 3.19 to 11.68. Okay. So it is making some kind of profit in the market. Sorry. Now, if you see the compounding growth is rising from past 5 years, it was 15%, 3 years, it was 25%, and last 12 months, it is 39%. So the company is in the growth phase as of now. Okay. It's not like 5 years, it is 30, 3 years, it became 20, and then TTM is 10. So it is not in the decreasing manner, it's in the improving manner. So at least you know that the company is in the growth phase. And now if you go much below over here, so the shareholding pattern has been consistent from 65.48%. So it's a good thing that promoters are not selling in the market. Okay. The other good part is that the DIIs have increased the stake. Okay. From 9.41 to 10.50. And if you see in public, it's a very low float company, which is fantastic. If tomorrow the company is able to generate a little bit extra kind of income, which can be higher than market expectation due to low float, the market, you know, the share price can jump at a very high speed. So overall, what we can see is the company is decent enough. It's doing good in the recent scenario. The sector is doing good. The stock that you have a great, breakout, then consolidation, and then breakout. And the numbers are also decent. At least you are not seeing a loss-making company. So if I go further, I read the transcript which recently happened in 2023. So what has happened in 2000 transcript, as the researchers and as they were talking, they have a lot of projects that are lined up till 2025. Okay. There are a couple of projects that they are waiting for RERA registration number, so that if happens, then they will launch it soon. They are very much into Mumbai space, that is Mulund, and it has become the Mulund has become very cash rich product for them. You know, the lot of money that is coming from that sector. They had projected some 3,000 crore sales, which they are almost achieved 2,000 crore from there. So they are just back by 1,000 crore, and the project is still not over. A lot of the phases left. So as in when the project will keep getting completed, I think so that the target that they are expecting should also achieve. The best part about this project I also like is that they are also targeting the Mumbai most posh area, that is Marine Drive and Marine Lines. Okay, they are just two projects that are coming in one of the very posh areas of Mumbai, Marine Drive, and one more area that I just said, uh, which can become a very fruitful for them. So they have a very strong base in Bombay. One is Mulund, and this side they are planning to come into Marine Drive areas. So that is also very exciting news for me. Maybe not exciting, but at least that they have projects in, and they are also planning, also they have some land in BKC that they have almost filed for era registration, and few couple of what we say documentations are left, and also they are going to complete that stuff, and they'll get a green signal for BKC project also. Recently I came to know that this company has done this is yeah. So the company has done has bought acquire a specific number of stake in DB Realities venture worth 1180 crores approximate, and that is almost in the prestige BKC Reality, and which is a good sign. And out of that, which they have already booked 25% on the sales, so they are actually they bought this 100% stake from DB Reality, and they have started sales also in that project. So you are trying to do little bit of due diligence in the company, and hopefully that this company, I'm not giving any advice or something, but this is if I would consider to buy approximate at around say 600 rupees, so I would put a stop loss of say 530 rupees, and then sorry, every 2 3 months or every once in a month, I will keep having my eye on this company. What are they doing? Are there any news coming? Are there any corporate filings that they are doing in NSE websites? And I will keep a watch on my price action also, you know. And the best part about my this YTA system is that as in when there is a possibility of the reversal, it will give me a signal like this red flag that I may exit the stock, in between, or it may give me a black flag. If the black flag comes, then it's an 100% exit, you know. So I'm going to follow my system for this stock. If I enter, I have still not taken a trade because I feel it's a beautiful breakout consolidation, continuation breakout pattern that has happened. So I would like to further see what is going on in the company. But this is not a recommendation. This is kind of a small presentation as to what do I do to identify stocks. So the process is you go from sector to stock to fundamental to particular news in the company, and then you see the price action. I take price action help from my own system, and then I go further with whether to take the trade or not. So guys, this is not a tip again, or this is not or an invitation to buy or anything. I have still not taken the trade, so this can also go on the opposite side. So This is just an illustration and this is just a presentation as to what do I go through in a simple, uh, you know, simple checklist. And then with the help of the technical analysis, I try to take the trade. So this system of mine helps me to, go for the trade or not. It gives me extra confidence. This is not, the system doesn't give me any buy sell signals, but it's just helped me to stay in the trade as long as possible. The trend lasts. So this is from my side. I also do a lot of advanced courses that if you all interested, you can get in touch with me. My email ID is ytaschool@gmail.com. The system that you're looking at is YTA system, which costs you around 4,000 rupees for yearly as on today because it's an introductory offer, and it may subject to changes depending upon how I do in the next uh, couple of months. You all can get in touch with me. You all can post on Twitter or maybe even email me about your queries. I will reply as and when possible. So this is a simple video as to what do I do on a specific process while selecting the stock. Yes, I go through the same process before I buy any stock. I just do not buy breakout and just jump. Why? Because if you try to do such kind of strategy, just break out and buy, what will happen is that you will develop a habit of doing that. Since the markets are good right now, we are riding it at almost at the lifetime high, things will work out for you. you know your body will accept that, yes, whatever the breakout comes, keep buying. There are more than 5,000 stocks. Will you just keep buying all the stocks which are giving breakouts? There are 10 million uh, Twitter accounts will keep on giving you breakouts. You will just go and buy everything? No, you should not. You should have a proper process. That's why I don't trade on daily time frame or 1 hour or anything. I prefer to trade on weekly time frame. I may buy expensive. A lot of time when I post my charts and I say that, consider just an example, that I bought Prestige at 603 rupees. Some or the other will keep on messaging, I bought at say 570, 550, 530. Guys, how do I care about it? I am just trying to uh, not show off, but I'm just trying to say that I bought it specifically. Now, you bought it 550, you bought it 200 rupees. It doesn't matter. You know, we can't go in the past. Price is immaterial as of now. You have to give more importance to your process, your selection technique, your skills, and the price and the pattern that you believe in technical analysis. Okay. So this is a small presentation from my end, and I hope that you love it. I would also love to get your response and feedback on this. Um Again, this is not any kind of a tip or an advice. It was just a presentation because I keep getting a lot of emails and messages that, sir, how do you go to the process from identifying a particular stock, and how do you even come to know a specific sector is going to rally? So this is how I do it in a peace of mind and the shut doors when my family is gone to sleep, late nights, or maybe on Saturday, Sundays when there is no disturbance. And this is how I go with, you know, every single step in a very clear manner. Okay. Thank you guys. This was your uh, friend, Yogesh Bausar, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.